to Sunday Night Live. I am Nicole
And my name is Andrew Morris.
And so tonight, we wanted to do something a little different to bring in the new year. By the way, Happy New Year,
Happy
everyone.
New Year, guys. Happy New Year.
And so we decided to just take you in a little bit and tell you about ourselves.
Yes.
Just so you can take a peek into who we are, who are these people who, come and encourage you on a Sunday basis.
Right.
And so to start off, we are a married couple.
Yes.
My lovely husband. And we've been married for it'll be 5 years in April and 6 years together in February. So we get all our celebration out the way the first half of the year. Birthdays, anniversaries, the first half of the year.
Right, yeah.
What else?
How did we meet?
Well, he sent me a message on Facebook. Yes, you did.
She sent a distress call out.
No, I did not.
No.
No. But he sent me a message on Facebook, and a friend of mine convinced me to go out. It was around Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
it wasn't on Valentine's Day, but it was around that time. Right. And we went out on the date, and here we are, 6 years later, married together.
We went to Red Lobster on our first date.
We did.
She ordered a dessert, an appetizer, and the whole entree, the whole meal at Red Lobster.
I'm not shy at all. I'm not shy.
First date. Come on, man. Come on now. First date. Red Lobster.
Well, I mean, hey, what can I say? I was true to myself from the beginning. So he got the true me from day one, and I guess that impressed him. And 6 months later, I want to say a little over 6 months later.
8 months.
8 months in, he proposed Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day. I hosted Thanksgiving at my apartment. And that was his first Thanksgiving with my family and I. And he popped the question on Thanksgiving Day. Shocked everybody. Like all of the women were hollering.
Good time.
It was a very special time. And what's amazing about it is because we started dating around a great time for Andrew.
Yeah.
He had lost his mother 3 months after adopting mom. 3 months after we were dating. So, God put us together for a reason. It was truly God ordained that we be together. We don't regret or deny that God really ordained us together. And he did choose me, so I can say that
I'm the wild one, the crazy one.
Yes.
See my pants, I love camouflage pants, y'all. I love camouflage pants. She's the more, I call her a librarian. So she's the more quiet one, textbook and all that stuff. Corporate, So I guess opposite attract, So here we go.
Yeah. I'm the brain. Basically, he calls me the brain.
Yeah, and I'm the footwork.
Yeah.
I'm the legs.
Yes. So we are one. I mean,
we're a good team.
We are a good team together. We're both very passionate in our own different ways.
Right.
We show it differently, but we are very passionate people. And I think that's another thing about us that draws us together.
Yeah.
And we're worshipers too.
Yeah, we love God.
We love God.
We love God. We love people.
Yes.
We love helping people. We love serving the kingdom.
Yes.
That's our biggest passion.
Yes. Serving the kingdom.
Serving the kingdom.
Yes. And so I'm just grateful to have a husband that truly desires after me. I don't have to really work hard for it, and that's a plus. And I don't take that for granted, although sometimes he think I do, but I don't take that for granted at all. Because some women have to work hard to get their husband's attention, or to get them to desire them. And I'm blessed that I don't have to work so hard to for my husband to desire me. It's something that's just in him, and it's just part of who he is. He's a passionate person, so that just kind of comes with it. So I'm very, very a blessed
Yeah.
woman.
We keep each other in line. You know, I keep her in
Yes.
line probably more, but we keep each other in line. I'm the more on you all the time, constantly on you. I do her like that. I do my kids like that.
Yeah.
That's who I am. I just want people to be the best. You know.
Well,
She's the same too.
Yeah, we do, but I think I just do it in a different way.
Yeah, different way.
You know, he's very blunt with his, and I'm more of a nurturing type. You know,
Yeah.
and we just do it in a different way.
Like
you know?
God created us.
Yeah.
You know, God created us to do man do one way and woman do it a different
So
way.
he holds his position well. You know, he is the head of the house. He is the man of the house. He does his best to, you know, order his steps by God. You know, so we're in line. I'm the nurturer like I'm supposed to be. It took a while for me to get to this place.
Right.
Yeah, with his help.
Yeah.
But I'm finally at a place to where I'm soft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all have. We both have our own issues, own problems. You know, bringing things into a marriage. You know, that's part of life. We all bring something into the marriage.
Yeah,
you know? And we pretty much here to kind of like help each other out with those issues that we brought into the marriage.
Right.
So,
and we have been a help to each other.
Yes.
Even when our outside people didn't quite understand, you know, the process or the things that, you know, we were having to work through, but we do help each other through the process. I've helped him to be a little less in your face, you know, and he's helped me, you know, with how I word things too, because you know, in the past, the way you say things, babe, that's just too harsh, you know. And so we kind of help each other.
Yeah.
We've helped each other to be better men and women of God, and just husband and wife. Period.
Without Michelle Obama wouldn't be Obama. You know? It takes a good spouse, you know, to bring the best out of you.
Yeah. So we can equally say that we've done that for each other. So.
The end of my sophomore year in '99, found out I was pregnant at 16 with my daughter. I guess I was more so afraid of what my parents thought, because my father was a pastor and my mother was, you know, first lady minister of music. So it was a really scary part of their reaction. But becoming a mother, I wasn't too much afraid of, just the disappointment from my family, because I was the oldest. And, you know, everyone expected so much more from me. So becoming pregnant at 16 was a huge deal. But I became a teen parent. I had a daughter, got pregnant in 1999 and had her October. So I got pregnant January of 99 and had her October 99. And she was a joy to me. I wasn't afraid to be a parent, whether with the father or without the father. Motherhood just came natural to me. I guess more so the reaction of all the other people that may have looked up to me, my siblings, my parents. But becoming a mom at that age wasn't the scariest thing. But with love and support, you know, she's 16 now, and I'm proud of her. She is a straight A student. You know, she's doing well in school, and she's just one of the best gifts I could have ever received. So I became a parent at 16. I continued with my studies. You know, I didn't quit. Really becoming a parent made me more focused on the things that I wanted to achieve, because I wanted to be a good example for her. I had a chance to go off to college, but I didn't. I went to college locally in Waco because I wanted her to know me as her mom. And so I went to MCC in Waco, continued my education there, and then, you know, worked hard, worked really hard to make sure that she didn't want for anything. But with the love and support that I had, being a single parent, my family, they kind of empowered me. They didn't hold that over my head. They encouraged me to, you know, set a good example for my daughter. And I'm very, very, very grateful for that. And I believe that's why she is so successful now. So as I stated before, my father is a pastor and my mother is a minister of music. And so I'm a part of a family who sings. And I started singing it when I was 3 years old. My first solo was God Be With You Until We Meet Again. And singing is something that I'm really passionate about. It's part of my ministry, it's part of who I am. Um, and I've had chances to sing other music, but it wasn't a perfect fit for me because I love being intimate with God, and so singing praise and worship music and gospel music helps me connect with Him, and I just really love it. I get often called the worship leader because I really do love worshiping God. I love singing high praise songs too, but nothing really gets me close and intimate with God than worship. Just being in that still place with Him and just singing and just lifting Him up is really something that I really love to do. I'm at a place in my life where I truly understand how important it is to have a close relationship with God. And because of this, this has made me a more confident and focused person. I'm becoming more aware of my surroundings and people, and it's helping to build me. And I hope that this will pass on to my daughter and other women that I'm surrounded with. So, in the next 2 years, there are a few things I really want to accomplish, and two of them are organizations. One by the name of Beauty in a Shell, a mentoring organization for young girls between the ages of 13 to 21, maybe 25. I believe those are the ages that girls need most mentoring, more support. Another organization is BOSS, and it's beautiful, bold, sophisticated women. And it's that I want it to be more like a ministry, more like a tea talk type situation where we bring other women to come and empower women and to show the importance of how men and women are by each other's side, and there's no one above or beneath anyone. I think we need to kind of get back that men and women are a team, especially nowadays, and not separate. So those are two things that I really want to accomplish in 2 years, and also a live album, like a worship album, something real that I can bring to the world that's for all races, all denominations, and not just centered to one genre or one type of music genre, something that can be spread all around. So those are just some goals that I would like to accomplish in the next 2 years. Some advice that I could give, I want to say to young girls or young women, is to be okay with who God created you to be. I know that was one thing that I had to overcome because I was always peculiar, always called different. It was there's something about you, or you're weird, or this. I had to learn to be okay with that because that's how God made me, and there was nothing wrong with me being weird or different or peculiar. That sets me apart from the next person. That's my fingerprint or my imprint. So I would just encourage young women to just be okay with how God created them to be, or how you are, who you are as a person. Yeah, there are always things that we can always tweak as far as our character and who we are, but for the most part, for the center part of you, you know, walk with boldness and don't be ashamed of that different person or that different girl that you are. That's what makes this world so beautiful, is because we all are different in our own way, and that's what being authentic is all about, is being true to who you are. So if I could give anyone advice, that would be to be true to you and be okay with being different.
Uh, I was adopted at the age of 16 months. I was burned 25% of my body with hot boiling water. The state took me from my mother. My father was nowhere around. He was homeless. Uh, my biological grandfather, at least I thought he was my biological grandfather, adopted me. But I didn't find out maybe like 3 years from now that he wasn't my biological grandfather. He died when I was 10. I was going through so many problems, in the house, with his wife, made her just didn't get along at all, just didn't get along. So being burnt and not feel like I had a place in life, kind of messed me up, kind of destroyed me because I really know I didn't know who I was. I really didn't have an identity. So life went on, but I realized that God had a purpose for me. Going through high school, looking for love in all the wrong places. My senior year, didn't even finish school. Got married at age 18. I just wanted to get away from the house. I just didn't want to keep living with my adopted mother. Things would get too hard, getting way too hard. Too many problems I couldn't think, So I just wanted to get away. So I got married. So I choose marriage to be an escape to get out. So got married. My ex-wife got pregnant at the age of 18. The baby died. I never thought something like that would happen to me. I never thought that I would lose a child. I never could imagine that I would lose a child. So we had to bury my son. Stillborn. That was really hard for me. It's like the second major death I've been through, besides my adopted father and now my son. Lord, what I want to do? So, still going through all these problems with no support, no help at all, trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna cope, how I'm gonna get out of this. So I'm still kind of lost, still confused, and trying to figure out who I really was. As my son died, me and my ex didn't get along as well. Both of us trying to deal with death of a child. I'm treating her a certain way, she treating me a certain way. I'm already carrying baggage from my childhood. Now we got a divorce, and I just wanted to just chill for a while. So there was times I went out seeing my son. I had a son after my first son died a year later. So we still couldn't quite get together, couldn't quite cope. So we got divorced. I was depressed, stressed out, got married again. So I've been married twice, but at the age of 25, been married twice by the age 25, trying to find a way out, trying to find out who I was, trying to figure out love, what love was all about, wanting to get support, wanting to get a family, wanting to get a true family, going through life, quitting jobs here and there, because I never had that father figure to teach me how to work, never had that father figure to just go through it, press your way through it, go through the pain, work through the stormy days, go through it. So here I am again, 26 years old, 27 years old grown man, still lost and confused.
I always knew God had something in store for me, something great, something amazing. That I wasn't in this fight by myself. I was in a fight for my family, people around me, people in the world. I always knew that someone out there depending on me, depending on my struggle, depending on my pain, depending on my situations I've been through. That's why it was so important for me that I have to pass my circumstances, pass the hurt, heartache, pain, to get where I'm going.
So I'm 33 years old. Things start looking better. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. All the things I've been praying for, all the things I've been praying to God for, God started blessing me with things I've been praying for. They always remember God's timing is not our timing. So God taught me the hard way. So I had to learn that all the things I prayed for, sometimes I had to be patient and wait. So I waited for years and years, 33 years old. Then I was praying for, asked God to bless me with a beautiful wife, spiritual, equally yoked wife, and He did. God blessed me with a nice wife at a good time. 2 months before my adopted mother died. So, things started looking so much better. taking care of my kids. You know, financially wasn't right yet, but still, I had peace, I had joy. And I started figuring out, like, man, all the things I've been through, I can use this to help somebody else. You know, so God didn't allow me to go through everything for no reason, especially as a baby, as a child. You know, and He put us in situations that can help other people. You know, and it's a part of our purpose. So I realized that was part of my purpose, what God has for me. I just want to give you guys a couple of advice, just to hang in there when times get rough, because I really believe God allowed me to go through things for a reason, to tell people, to help people. You know, I've been through homelessness. I've been through loss of loved ones. I've been through have an identity problem, no support. I've been through all those issues in life, trying to figure out who I was and where I was going. Not for only for me, for people around me. So whatever you're going through, hang in there. Don't give up. No matter the situation, hang in there. Don't give up. No matter things looking bad, hang in there. Give it up. Keep pushing and keep going. And I guarantee you, God will see you through. 2 years from now, I already see myself away from corporate America. I see myself helping people, helping the kingdom, serving the kingdom, full-time ministry, starting up a nonprofit organization, a very solid, strong nonprofit organization, very strong businesses, so I can be able to bless people that really need it. You know, hurting people, struggling people, people that's going through. People I've been through, helping young kids, you know, helping young adults to actually see and coming out of their situation. You know, I really believe we can all come out of our situation. So that's what I want to be at 2 years from now. Having a full-time ministry, be able to pouring into people's lives, not only spiritual, not only physical, but also financially. You know, it's okay to read the Bible. That's great. You know, it's okay to tell people about health. Okay, great. But sometimes we need financial help. And so I want to be in a position where I can be able to help people financially, you know. That's where I want to be at 2 years from now. Thank you, guys.
We would like to thank you all so much
Thank
for
you, guys.
tuning in with us and
Yes.
sharing this intimate session with us as we kind of discuss who we are as a married couple as well as who we are individually. And so, babe, what's coming up in 2016? What can they look forward to?
Man, first of all, we're trying to do a whole new, different show for God. You know?
Yes.
We're going to incorporate a lifeline where
Yes.
we call a pastor, we call a bishop, or we call a financial advisor, or we call a lawyer. Any subject that we think we need some more expertise on,
Yes.
we're going to call them on the show.
Yes.
Call them on the show. So, you know, guys, we are really serious about this. We're serious about helping you guys out.
Yes.
So look for that. Also look for a big special project coming. I'm not gonna say it yet. But
Yeah, we can't let you know yet, but it's a huge
yes.
project that we're so excited about and can't wait to share with you when that time comes. And what other thing do we have for them this year?
Podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast. Sometime this year we're gonna give a podcast.
Yes.
For the ones that don't have time to put up YouTube in the morning or at work or too busy at home, you can hit the podcast button.
Yes.
Listen to it on your way to work. Coming from home, listen to it at work.
Yes.
Or even at home, you know, when
Right.
taking a bath or whatever, you know, just something for you guys to be able to listen to when you have time to look at the YouTube.
Right. So another avenue, another way that you can get these messages or these episodes and, kind of keep up with what's going on. We don't want to keep those who may not be YouTube savvy
Right.
out the loop. So it's just another tool that we're going to present to you guys later this year. So again, thank you
Thank you,
for
guys.
sharing
Thank
this
you so
time with
much.
us. And if you have any prayer requests or just want to send us an encouraging message
Yes,
or have
please.
any subject suggestions, please send those to
Please.
sundaynightlive15@gmail.com. That's sundaynightlive15@gmail.com. And remember, we're in this walk together.
Grow with us.
Good night.